Open-world games throw you into thrilling environments where survival is your main mission. Whether you're trekking through dense jungles, braving frozen mountains, or navigating post-apocalyptic wastelands, these games sharpen your instincts and teach you valuable survival skills. From learning how to hunt for food, craft tools, and find shelter, to mastering the art of navigation, these games can turn you into a virtual survival expert. Of course, not everything you see in these games is realistic, but they do offer clever insights into what it takes to survive in extreme situations. Whether you're lost in the wild or facing off against a zombie horde, these virtual adventures will have you prepared for anything, even if you hope it never comes to that. First up is 7 Days to Die, a thrilling but not so realistic take on zombie survival. One of the game's standout features is its focus on base building and staying hidden. Just like in many zombie scenarios, the undead have sharp hearing and will come running if they hear players looting or making noise. In this game, you'll quickly learn to pick your battles and figure out which areas are safe to scavenge and which are death traps crawling with flesh-hungry zombies. Every 7 days, the stakes are raised as the dreaded blood moon rises. Zombies go into a frenzy, attacking player bases relentlessly. To survive this chaotic assault, you'll need to be smart, resourceful, and constantly thinking on your feet. While the first blood moon can be survived by fortifying a building, you'll eventually need to build your own fortress, complete with traps, reinforced doors, and clever defenses to keep the hordes at bay. Next up is Project Zomboid, arguably the most realistic zombie survival game out there. In this brutally unforgiving world, every little mistake can be fatal, and players don't feel like invincible heroes. They're just ordinary people trying to survive. In the beginning, resources are relatively easy to come by, and the water still flows. But as time goes on, food spoils, and if you haven't secured a base by then, you're in for a tough time. What makes Project Zomboid stand out is its attention to realism. Neglect exercise, and your stamina and strength will drop, making you more vulnerable on dangerous supply runs. One wrong move, like setting off an alarm, can attract a massive horde that will wipe you out. Even a simple scratch carries a 75% chance of turning into a death sentence, while a bite is game over, no questions asked. Surviving in Project Zomboid is all about smart resource management. Third on the list is Don't Starve, a game that might seem cozy and cute at first glance, but don't be fooled. This game is brutal, as its title suggests. There's no time to waste, as players must quickly learn to optimize every action to survive the harsh environment and avoid starvation. As the days pass, you'll face terrifying creatures, changing seasons, and even a loss of sanity, which can be just as dangerous as hunger. Winter is by far the toughest season, with food becoming incredibly scarce, hostile monsters like the deadly deerclops roaming around, and freezing temperatures that can kill you faster than any enemy. While Don't Starve may not strive for realism like other survival games, it teaches an essential survival lesson. Prioritize your tasks, don't panic, and focus on securing a steady source of food and shelter. For those looking for a team-based challenge, Don't Starve Together adds a cooperative twist to the game, making it a great option to play with friends as you struggle to survive together. At number 4 is Rust, a game that teaches one brutal lesson about survival. Trust no one. The real danger in this game isn't the harsh environment but other players, who are always looking for their next target. In Rust, you can't afford to loot or explore at your own pace. There's always the threat of someone watching you through a sniper scope, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. From crafting basic weapons like bows to launching successful raids on enemy bases, this game is packed with adrenaline. While the basics are easy to pick up, mastering Rust takes time, patience, and a steely resolve. Some players may spend hours learning to navigate the map, while others will focus on crafting the perfect strategy for looting without getting caught. In a world where staying hidden is key, drawing attention to yourself can be a death sentence. Of course, you can always go bold and aggressive, but unless you're a master at stealth, sniping, and quick escapes, that approach rarely pays off. Last but not least is Green Hell, one of the most realistic jungle survival games out there. Set in the heart of the deadly and unpredictable Amazon rainforest, players are surrounded by poisonous snakes, scorpions, spiders, dangerous animals, and hostile tribes. But surprisingly, these threats aren't the worst. A simple scratch can cause a fever that kills faster than a snake bite. Players also have to manage their mental health, lose too much sanity, and they'll start hallucinating, leading to confusion, injury, or death by predator. Green Hell teaches players valuable survival skills like identifying edible plants, crafting healing balms from medicinal herbs, don't try that at home, and making essential tools like axes, spears, traps, and shelters. Nutrition is critical. Players must balance their intake of protein, fats, energy, and hydration to stay alive. Ultimately, the game is about mastering resource management, learning to navigate the dense jungle without losing your way, and avoiding deadly dangers while trying to unravel the mystery of your wife's disappearance.